Hello everybody, you're watching the Smoking Hot Coffee Show, where we talk to startup founders and cover internet startups, design, monetization, and marketing. I'm joined with...
Hey guys, I'm Jeff Pelton, and I'm down here in San Diego.
And so today we've got another great founder interview with Flashiz.com. So Jeff, tell us a little bit about Flashiz. What do they do?
Yeah, this is another great interview from our trip up to Sunnyvale for the AdTech conference. And so Flashiz is in the Plug and Play Tech Center. Right. And they do payments, mobile payments using your Android and your iPhone.
Gotcha. Well, the mobile payments, that whole vertical, that whole space is extremely competitive. A lot of massive competitors. Apparently, this is a 3-person outfit, and they've grown about 35. Is that right, Jeff?
Okay, yeah, I don't know. I can't remember exactly how big they said the team is, but only a couple of them are here in Silicon Valley, right?
Well, from what I remember, I think it was like 35-ish, I think. But what was really great about the interview is that the team is mostly from Luxembourg and from Europe, and so most of their team is out there or elsewhere in the world, and the one biz dev guy is here at Plug and Play, and he talks a little about the big advantages for European startups to be in that building in Silicon Valley.
Yeah, exactly. So we get a product demo from him, and we kind of get to see hands-on a little bit of the space there and some of the people around, in the offices. It's kind of a unique location for creativity and all the energy in that building.
And so one of the guys that are on the board, his name is Daniel. He talks a little about the reasons why you want to come to Silicon Valley: the ecosystem, the talent, the money. The ecosystem in terms of like the actual main companies, of course, Google and Apple, both of the biggest, if not the only really platforms in the mobile space, are right there within arm's reach. So
yeah, all the partnerships for the biz dev opportunities are right there.
Exactly.
Stone's throw, as they say.
Yeah. So anybody listening, watching this interview, I think, especially if you're international, it's going to be a really great one for you guys to get a feel for what it means to move to Silicon Valley and how you may want to weigh your options in doing so. With that, let's get to the interview.
So my name is Daniel Chatelain, and I'm just joined Flashiz on the board of director, and I live here.
And you live here?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm Nicolas, so I'm part of the founding team of Flashiz. Okay. I'm French, coming from Luxembourg.
Say that again, Flashiz?
Flashiz, so it's Flashiz.
.com?
.com,
okay.
Yeah.
Tell us a little about what exactly is your product.
So we propose a mobile payment solution, which is already live in Europe. Okay. And it's so a solution enables you to pay with your smartphone in shops, on websites, on printed invoice, and actually really multi-channel.
Very cool. So this is a very hot space.
Yes, absolutely.
Very hot space. A lot of big competitors.
Exactly.
Right? How long have you guys been together? Are you funded? Tell us about that.
So the company has been founded in 2011, so mid-2011, by a couple of financial guys, so coming from the financial and banking sector. I'm actually one of these guys. So,
okay, got you. So you're definitely not a programmer.
No, definitely not. So even if I'm a techie fan, of course, but I'm not a programmer. So we founded this company in 2011. We made almost 1 year to get our banking license, because we're actually a bank in Europe.
It's very difficult. This whole
That's very difficult.
Very hard.
It takes a lot of energy.
It takes a lot of energy to convince these guys.
Absolutely. Right. So we are live in Europe since mid 2012, actually. Where we ran a pilot in Luxembourg, in French, Spain, and Belgium, with some major retailers in shops, on major websites in Europe, with parking machine also, and other channels.
So it sounds like you got a little bit of traction going now.
Yes, absolutely.
In Europe, and now you're here at Plug and Play in Sunnyvale, Silicon Valley.
Exactly.
To try to build up the U.S. part.
Exactly,
right?
exactly. So we just launched our last feature, which is a loyalty program directly integrated within the application. So you can pay and subscribe to loyalty programs, get your points, your coupons,
everything. Loyalty programs are a big marketing ploy.
Absolutely.
And that's tied to payments, obviously.
Obviously.
Okay.
And so by the end of the year, last year, so end of 2012, we went in the valley just to discover and have a view on what's going on here.
Okay, all right, good. And well, Saeed told me this is a great place to start getting connected and all that stuff. Obviously, you live here.
Yeah.
So, did you advise these guys? Hey, you guys should be a plug and play. Tell me, how did you fit in all this?
Yeah. So I was introduced to the company by Pricewaterhouse, which has an accelerator in Europe. And the CEO coming with Flashiz here, wanted me to meet with them. And I saw in what they're doing the first multi-channel payment system, mobile payment system, integrating the loyalty in the transaction.
Okay, and you hadn't seen that before?
No, and I live here. I've seen a lot of mobile plays.
Exactly, you're in the Silicon, you're in the thick of things.
And so that's the first time, and that's why I decided to join the board. Gotcha. But one thing which is interesting, when a few years back, I came also from Europe, establishing a company here. And as an entrepreneur, it's very difficult. Even if you're successful in your own country, it's a different environment here. And so that's why here with Plug and Play, the amazing thing is not only do you have real estate, you have an address, but you can also connect with a lot of other entrepreneurs, a lot of other ideas, see, what, and
get
maybe
inspired and all that kind of
exactly.
thing.
And also, we started a few weeks ago with Plug and Play. They were able to introduce us to VCs and get introductions that we may not have without.
This whole getting funding is everything.
Yes.
Everything. Right?
It is,
so,
but you have to
you
also
obviously
understand.
need a great idea. You got a great product. There's no question you need to have a great product. There's no question. But if you have a great product, the next thing is, of course,
to get funding.
And so this has helped. Being here has helped.
Definitely. Definitely.
And finding partners, it's not just about the money. You can raise money pretty much anywhere around the world, but finding the right partners to be successful in the US, it's key.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell me a little bit about how did that fundraise go? Are you guys?
So we have raised funds in Europe, to develop the business in Europe. Now we just arrived here in US because after a couple of meetings and with Plug and Play because they have a link between Luxembourg and the Silicon Valley. Definitely. Yes, absolutely. So we went using this path to the Silicon Valley, and we're actually setting up a pilot here in Silicon Valley. So we are shaping their app, shaping everything to match to the requirement here. Absolutely. And we started to have some partners who are interested in making a pilot with us. So restaurants, shops, and etc. And we are of course open to other partnerships.
Yeah, there is a lot of competition, as you said earlier.
It's a very hot space.
So you have to find the right way to approach the market, the right business model, and that's what we're building right now. On university campuses, you have a lot of students. They love new technology, and if you have a way to to do it very easily, and they see some benefits, receiving money from their parents over the phone and using it in the field, it's a great advantage.
It's huge. This is going to be massive.
Yes.
Yeah. So
we're working on it to make it huge, make it massive.
Good luck to you guys. How big is the team right now? I'm sorry.
So we are three co-founders in the company. The team raised to 35 people right now. Yes, because we have our headquarters in Luxembourg, we have the developers, we have the operationals guys, and we have also business developers in France, in other Europe.
How many are here at Plug and Play?
We have the boss of us in.
Just you two guys.
Yes,
and then the rest of 33 are somewhere else.
Absolutely. Wow, with a couple of them coming from Luxembourg to the Silicon Valley, etc., and making some exchange.
On occasion for meetings and what have you.
And I'm the lucky guy to stay from the Luxembourg for here for a 3 months period.
What do you think, man?
It's amazing. It's amazing. First, the weather coming from Luxembourg is like totally amazing, and now the connection you made here, you see first, you can see very fast that everybody is like very open-minded, wants to network, wants to understand what you're doing, wants to help you making your business successful, etc. Cool. It's very nice.
Very friendly community.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Wow. Okay, so if you had to give any piece of advice to the little guy that's sitting in some country, not the U.S., building his product with maybe his friend, and they're thinking about coming to Plug and Play or Silicon Valley, what would you say to these guys?
I say go for it, because and the first thing you have to keep in mind is don't be afraid by failure. Just try it, because here, as they are really willing to say in the Plug and Play, everybody here, and especially here in the valley, is very open to failure. Not open, but you know, it's not bad to fail, because at least you tried. And here you have to come and try. It's the first thing you have to keep in mind. And then everybody has great projects, great ambitions, but really you have to try. It's the first advice I would give.
Very cool. So, is there a Silicon Valley in Luxembourg? Why isn't there like a plug and play there? What do you think's going on over there?
I think there are more and more incubators around the world. You know, I don't know if you know, in Paris there is Paris Soma, and even here they start now bridging between between the two. But I think Silicon Valley is special because of its infrastructure in terms of labor. You know, high skilled labor. You have the money. You have the legal side. They know how to strike deals, structure companies, and you have the partnerships. And if you are in the mobile space, you know, today you have two major operating systems, Apple, iOS, and Android, Google. And where they are, they are here. So it's a way to be better connected to the ecosystem.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah. And so as an advice, you know, if you are from another country, leverage the networks. You know, being plug and play or some others, but leverage networks, because you'll get connected to the ecosystem.
Very cool, very cool. So if we want to get a hold of you guys, what's a good email that they can possibly...
So you can contact directly the standard email, so it's contacts@flashiz.com. So Flashiz, it's FLASHIZ.com. Send an email just if you have questions, if you want to understand more deeply what we are doing, if you want to join the company, if you are a developer, because actually, of course, as a technical company also, we are always looking for new talents, so developers on mobile, on whatever, and just don't hesitate. Contact us.
Awesome.
And if you want to see how it works, it's very easy.
Okay, let's quickly
So,
go through
for example, here it's let's say you're a merchant and you want to get paid.
Okay.
So here you have a PIN code to make sure it's you.
Okay.
And on the other side, here I have a mobile app, which is the consumer side. So I enter a PIN, same thing here.
Gotcha.
So here the merchant says you owe me, let's say, $3. You click OK, and what you display here is a QR code. That here I'm going to use as a way to make the payment.
Very cool.
Okay?
So you just take a snap of that, right?
Exactly. So here I'm inside the app. I gave my PIN code, and what I do is just click on this button. I have a camera. If you look, it's very, very fast. And now I have the $3 or euros I have to pay.
That is very cool.
If I confirm, I just have to click the button. I accept to pay this merchant, and it's okay. And the merchant has this.
Very cool.
And what's interesting with this is the fact that if it's on a cash register, it works. If it's on a piece of paper associated with your receipt, you do it at the table. If it's on the web, same thing. You don't have to type your credit card number. If it's on TV, we have examples in Europe where you have a telethon, and people are raising money. You know, for 24 hours, you just do this,
and the QR code's on the TV screen.
Exactly, with the different amounts.
That is very cool,
but
guys.
if it was on a T-shirt,
you can even do it on T-shirt. That's right.
Exactly. American Red Cross.
Donate or something.
Exactly. Or that's what I call the multi-channel. It works on anything.
This sounds very cool, guys. I wish you guys all the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for the interview.
Yeah.